So I've been back for about a week. This is the third time I've been home, but this is going to be the first night that I spend here. In the past few days I've stayed with Mum and Dad for a few nights, and then I went out to Wayward Territory to see Raoul and Tara and the gang. Stayed a couple nights there, and then last night I stayed with some friends in town. Now I'm back here. Now I'm about to do the dirty job, which is basically clean this place up and make it habitable again. It's not terrible. Some tiny, you know, I'm talking tiny little holes. It's been pecked by birds, basically foraging, and there's one or two smaller ones there, and it's resulted in a damp patch here. So before I even unpack my bike, before I can even think about cooking, I mean, look at the state of this place. The first thing I need to do is just sweep it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear everything off the surfaces, clear everything out of that corner. I'm going to sweep the ceiling and the walls and the work surfaces, get all the crap down there, get in a dustpan and brush, chuck it out the door. There's actually still gas in this stove. I left, you know, half a tank of gas in there, so I'm going to do something I've never attempted to do since I've been living here this whole time, and that is make a cup of tea. Because some kind soul at some point this weekend that I've just been away, you know, town and the other side to the New Forest, someone give me this tea bag. It's a bit soggy because it's been in my jacket riding in this rain, so it smells nice though. We're going to give it a go. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, obviously I know how to make a cup of tea, I know how to boil water, but I mean, making YouTube videos, I think this is the kind of thing that people like to see. Complete strangers performing menial household tasks like sweeping and trying to make a cup of tea with a gas stove, but doing it in like unusual conditions. So the middle of a wood, completely illegal, stealth, built a shed there. Oh fucking hell! This is entertainment, right? This is entertainment, right? I'm lucky the mic's got any hair left on it. Alright, so having narrowly escaped singeing my beard or burning my camera, I've now got a choice of two mugs. I've got this pretty generic enamel camping mug, which I found, literally found it on the trail. You get these in Go Outdoors, I've seen it on the shelf, so it's a freebie. That one. This was a gift. I think Mum and Dad gave me this for Christmas. It's pretty fancy. I don't know. It's just some lightweight metal. They're both absolutely fucking filthy. So this is the cleanest. We'll go with this one. So what we're drinking is something which doesn't want to tell me what's in it. Sarsaparilla root, cinnamon bark, ginger root, kava root extract, some funky stuff. Should get a close up, right? Try and sort the lighting out a bit and get a bit of a close up. How's that looking? Well, it looks like a hungover person's piss, but it's probably going to taste better than that. So, from me in my underground shed hidden in the woods, to you in your centrally heated double glazed prison cell or wherever you may be watching this from, cheers. I don't think metal is a good material to make teacups out of. A bit hot on the lips, but it's an acceptable blend. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm supposed to be tidying up, aren't I? These things, whatever the hell that is, these are doing very well in here. There's quite a lot of them. That one's not doing so well. There's definitely something growing in there. I can't bring myself to evict spiders in this weather, so they're going to stay, but I'm going to do my best to sweep their webs away, which is pretty crooked, but needs must. I've managed to rehouse most of the tenants down the back of that wall. I don't mind if they're in there, they can do whatever they... Oh fucking it's coming back out with me. They can do whatever the hell they want down there. I just don't want them spinning webs and leaving egg sacs all over this side. This is actually supposed to be part of the desk. It's going to go in the corner like that. And then I'm going to put something across there like this, maybe use these panels of chipboard or whatever that is to make a surface, and it's going to be like a little, a little workstation or even somewhere to eat. Just never got round to doing it. It's one of those things. It's my bedtime reading out here. It's a book where a posh, I think he's a posh Londoner, pretends to be various animals. Like he pretends to be a badger, he pretends to be a fox, he pretends to be an otter at one point for each chapter of the book. It's quite interesting. And obviously hilarious that my girlfriend got me a book called Being a Beast. So I only got so far with it. I think it's getting quite late and I feel like eating, so I'm going to leave the shelves until tomorrow morning and the bit under there. But I've done the worst bits where the ants had been making all this sawdust come down the back of here, and I've got into that corner. I've got rid of all the cobwebs, everything from the roof, all the debris. I'm going to unload the bike. I've got some food and other things in there that I need, and then I'm going to do the dishes and make dinner. I mean, this is insane. I'm making a video of doing the sweeping, making a cup of tea, doing the dishes. But I know there's going to be some people who are going to watch this right to the end, so I'm making it for you, those hardcore My Frequencies viewers, people who, I don't know, you're just not quite right in the head somehow. Right, that's all the kit off the bike. 2 big bags, 2 small bags from the forks. Right, the dishes. So, in addition to the lentils which I've just found, I've got some rice. This is one of the filthy, dirty fork bags. Peanut butter. Some wraps. More rice. I've got so much rice. And a tub of hummus. Got some nice fish. By nice fish I mean not farmed. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is eat a spoonful of peanut butter. Yes. When I'm able to speak again, so I try not to burn my face off this time with this thing. Do you know what? Fuck that. Where's the cigarette lighter? It's still going to explode, but it's not as bad. The trick with this limited water situation, just boil the rice dry. You know, it's pretty easy to do. You just have to guess the water right, and you can add more water if you need to. What the fuck am I doing? Is this a cooking show? Right, that's going to wait down there whilst we do the fish. I mean, it's satisfying enough that I bought this fish from the supermarket and trucked it into a soaking wet forest on my bicycle. But can you imagine how good it would be if you'd actually caught this yourself and, you know, skinned it and prepared it? I think that's why people like watching things like this, because there's something in us that remembers from generations and generations back what it's like to be closer to nature, to be closer to a wild state ourselves. Right, I think we'll call that done. So like I say, I would have preferred some green stuff, but you know, to go with it. But it's in a wrap, still going to taste good. Oh yeah, we gotta practice gratitude over the food, especially the fish that gave its life. It doesn't matter how good you reckon the food is, if you're not practicing gratitude for it, then it's certainly not going to be doing as good for you as if you were practicing gratitude. So I'm just going to take a moment to reflect on this. Bon appetit. Well, the decision to include hummus in this recipe was an interesting one, but I'd say hummus has continued its reputation for going with just about anything. It goes well with salmon and rice. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned for more. I don't think there'll be another one like this because this isn't the kind of video I usually do. I just did this on a whim. But I have got a lot more videos in the pipeline, a lot more ideas. So thank you for watching, guys. Take it easy.